That was the last time I saw him. Then I got fired. Here's a story. When I was 17, I applied to be a kennel hand. 50 Jack Russells. So they all looked the same. They were outdoor pens with a nice roof. Then there was like these dog runs, like these dog play areas. It was just dogs everywhere. My job, help the owner clean out all the dog pens. I am a workhorse. I'm like an ant. I've been hired to work hard. That's what I will do. But what these guys did, that they wanted me to become a manager. Managing is not what I do. Why would you hire a teenager to be a manager? Especially one that had like a special agent help them get the job. I mean, that's already saying something. There was no names of the dogs on their collars. So none of them had name tags, but they did have their names on the door. Sometimes there was 2 to 3 dogs in there. The guy would just tell me, go get Buff. Which one's Buff? And he goes, look for Buff. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll look for Buff. Find the name Buff out of like dirty doors. When I found Buff, I looked in there and I'm like, hey Buff. And there's 2 Jack Russells, and guess what? They both look at me. Like, which one's Buff? They wouldn't tell me. I'd bring him Duff. He would get annoyed at me because I brought him Duff, not Buff. And he wanted Buff for something, but he got Duff. So I had to go all the way back. He would be like, no, I did that quite a lot. He said I should memorize their names, but the thing is, they got new Jack Russells in every week. 25% of them change. He calls my agent and says to her, can she read? He thought I was illiterate. Rather than just some executive function issues, he thought that there was something very deeply wrong. It's a little bit like cut that he thought that I was really, really impaired, like way more. I mean, they live with these dogs. If you had twins, I'm sure you can tell them apart, but if you don't have twins and your friend has things, you just pretend you know which one's which. They could have just put labels on the dog's collar with a name on it, cheap name tag. Could have bought them in bulk. I couldn't believe it. If my chances were 50-50, I never gave him the right dog.